There are 50 million Muslims in Europe. 50 million. Can you imagine the size of that number? 50 million potential suicide bombers that could potentially create havoc. Now, what's interesting is that the West is silent upon the devastating effect that the Christian church is facing around the world. The white liberals rather sweep this problem aside. And the reason being, white liberals are headed by a satanic dark force with a design to promote everything that is opposite to Christianity. Hence why the LGBT and Islam is the most fastest influential groups today. But what white people don't realize, they are creating an internal genocide of their own people. While they think that they're destroying Christ, while they think they're destroying Christianity, in truth, they are destroying themselves. Did you know that I made a video, I might, if I can find it and upload it, where I made a prediction that Islam, the Sharia law, would be in operation in England. I made this prediction, and did you know that the next year after I made that video, Britain said they were going to introduce Sharia law first to the Muslim community? First, Sharia law. Can you imagine the complexity that this causes? Are we going to have a law for white women, a law for LGBT, a law for black people, a law for Rastafarians? Where do you draw the line? A law for Jewish people? However, it seems that they are creating laws that benefits the LGBT community and benefit the Muslim community. And when you begin to study the clandestine, the secrecy codes behind these laws, they are designed in which to put the boot into Christianity. Hence why Christians could be slaughtered all over the world, destroyed, beheaded, and not one white person in Europe, not one leader expresses alarm or distress. This is shocking, that here we have Christians who were put to the sword, beheaded, crucified, buried in holes, Christian babies, and yet people are quiet on the subject. People don't care. Well, I'll make another prediction. We have 50 million Muslims in Europe. Muslims have already taken over secular France. As a result of France being a secular country, they don't believe in God, they don't have an established church. So it was easy for Muslims to take over France. Very, very easy. Britain, she has a superficial church, but it's not a church anymore. It belongs to sodomites. The homosexuals have taken it over. It's no longer the real faith. It's become a sodomite church. So Britain, the Christian faith, has become nothing more than a sodomite group. Okay, so we have no established church in England. England has become secularism, which might explain why so many white people are searching, and as a result of that search, they're moving towards Islam, a false religion, a false monotheistic religion. And as a result of becoming Muslims, they end up joining ISIS, terrorist groups, etc. This is what Islam's about. But there is a genocide amongst white people. Serious genocide. White liberals versus other whites. And it's going to lead to a serious European collapse of civilization. What is needed is another Christian crusade, where Christians are not afraid to carry the sword and to fight with might to resist the evil of Islamic occupation, Islamic takeover. Unless we are prepared to wave our swords, we will be taken over by Islam. I make a prediction. Unless we, before I do that, did you know that while Muslims are claiming refugees coming to America and England and recruiting other Muslims from inside prisons, disgruntled, criminals who didn't fit in society, and thus they find Islam to be their home, and they become the Islam bitches. They become terrorists because, oh, I feel wanted now, I'll do what you want, I'll suck your dick. Did you know that while they're doing that, we are being taken over? And it's going to get serious. I made a prediction in one of my videos which I made years ago. I'll forward it to you now. You shall look totally different. I think I've lost more weight now. Put more muscle on, but I've lost weight in my face. But I made a prediction that Islam will take over the world if we allow certain words, such as not celebrating Christmas, such as allowing political correctness to destroy our liberty. That we're going to wake up one day, not to the church bell ringing, but Sharia law and the Muslim cry to prayer. While Muslims are coming over as refugees, Christians, I've not seen one Christian ever given a refugee status. Now I know people don't care. Many churches, fake churches with fake pastors making money, they don't care. I only hope that when Islam do take over the West, I'm alive to see it. But it's going to be a day of terror and dread. The Bible says, I played the lute, you would not dance. I played the drums, you still wouldn't dance. I played the trumpet of warning, you would not listen, you would not heed. And that will lead to your peril. It will lead to your destruction. You're happy because you think only Christians in Muslim countries are being killed and beheaded. You're happy to be silent about it. But I promise you, the day of crusade is over. The Christian crusade. So now you will see the ugly face of Islam in Europe, Britain and America. There's already 50 million Muslims breeding like rabbits in Europe. You want to trust them? You go ahead. But I put my neck and my life on the line. You are letting in crocodiles into your countries. Here is my video which I made years ago.